Hello. I've already shared with you the three most profound reinventions that took place in my life. The divorce, the leaving religious life, and also the move to Anguilla in the British West Indies. The rest of these series is going to be going in chronological order. Those are the most profound, which is why I gave them first. But these others of all of them, really, the other 10 were powerful in and of themselves. And yet, when you look at the whole package together, it's really quite something. The one I will start with in this chronological order is my choice to enter religious life at 17. Growing up in the housing projects, the expectation was I got graduated from college, from high school in May, and I would get married in June. And that was what so many of the women I knew, or the girls actually that I knew, were doing. If they made it to high school graduation, they got married shortly thereafter. What I did was, in knowing that I would probably marry my boyfriend at the time, who was a wonderful, wonderful guy, but also realized that in marrying him, I was basically ending that sense of me, my purpose, my life. It was going to be about my children, my family, and the I would disappear. It was so important to me that I have a life, that I have something that was mine, that's something I contributed. And getting married was wonderful, and even having kids were wonderful, but I wanted something else. I wanted something more that would allow me to become everything I was meant to be, besides a mom, besides a wife, something more that I was meant to be in my life. And for some women, that's perfectly fine for them, and God bless them. Let them thoroughly enjoy that journey. For me, that wasn't my case. I wanted something in addition to those two roles. And when I found out I couldn't go to college, I applied to nursing schools, and I could not get into nursing schools because I went to an unaccredited inner city high school. So although academically I was great, I couldn't enter any nursing school in the country. So that was out. So I discovered, which was my ultimate goal anyway, was to be a social worker. I was going to do that through any route. If nursing was my way to be of service, I would do it that way. But I discovered that Catholic nuns did social work. Every Catholic nun I had ever known was a school teacher. So I thought that's all they did. And I had no interest in being an elementary or high school teacher. But when I found out they did social work, I applied to become a Catholic nun as well. And in doing so, found out that the Catholic Church didn't allow illegitimate children in the convent, so most communities would not accept me. My teacher wrote to over 1,000 communities around the globe and found one in Canada that worked with prostitutes. And they said they were more than willing to work with an illegitimate child. Because they worked with prostitutes, it couldn't be much different, which is really quite a statement, but that's another story altogether. And so what I did was I entered religious life, a French Canadian community, and entered a life that I was so blessed with, a life that was so absolutely amazing for me. It allowed me years of quiet, the first years of my life that didn't have violence, people screaming outside the windows, people being beaten up inside my house. It was years of silence. Literally, we spoke an hour a day, and it was just absolute beauty, quiet, reflection, letting go of all the stress of survival that I had had for those first 17 years. I was no longer surviving. I was now really beginning the process of living my life, discovering who I was, discovering what my dreams were, discovering the gifts I didn't know I had. For the first time in my life, I had people who truly saw me and saw skills I had, gifts I had, ways I could be of service. And I absolutely loved that lifestyle. It brought out so much of me. And I question for some of you, when you realize that you need something more, that you want something more, that there's a part of you that isn't being touched, there's a part of you that hasn't had a chance to come out yet, for you to discover it, much less for the world to experience it. What happens for you when there's a whole you waiting, and ready. And going from being a high school girl that spent many afternoons in detention for passing notes, for talking in line, for doing things that right now seem ridiculous, but back in those days was pretty difficult, pretty acting out behavior. So I spent many an afternoon in middle school and high school in detention after class. And going from that into becoming a nun. So many of my friends had a party for me 6 months after I entered. They knew I hated to miss a party. They were convinced I would leave religious life and go back to be at the party. But I had become somebody so very different. I had gone from being that girl on the street corner who just loved to dance, loved music, was at dances every Friday night, going parking, making out with my boyfriend every time I had a chance, and working after school. After detention, I would run through the streets of Southie and go downtown Boston and work at Filene's in Jordan Marsh. And I instead become somebody who was living a contemplative life, somebody who lived in reflection, who lived a life of quiet, so that I really could begin to discover who I was. I could begin out of survival. I could discover so much more about me. Out of survival, I could see the world with a different lens. I could see the beauty. I could see peace. I could see potential. And because Mother Superior had decided to send me to college, I got an opportunity I never would have had otherwise. So I got to realize that I belonged in college. I belonged there. I wasn't an outsider. This whole new invention, this reinvention to discover a woman that existed in here that I had never known, let me know that this decision to enter religious life was a gift I gave myself, a gift that allowed me to discover a me I never would have discovered without it. It allowed me to discover a way of life, a way of peace, a way of joy, a comfort, a sense of belonging in a community where every one of us was valued, a whole new experience. So notice for yourself, at what point have you needed to belong to a place that reflected the best of who you are? Have you had a reinvention that called you? Do you trust yourself to know that you're called to so much more? And you need to make a decision as to where that is, no matter how outrageous it may be, no matter how out of context or out of character it may appear. If it's calling you to become so much more, go do it. Thank you.